Welcome, and thank you for coming. At this time, please stand, remove all non-religious headwear, and place your hand over your heart or salute while the members of the Platteville American Legion and VFW present the colors.
Good morning, everyone. Please be seated. I'm Gabrielle Cadro, and I will be serving as the MC for today's program. Thank you to the Platteville High School Orchestra, under the direction of Mr. Strizik, for sharing their talents with all of us today. Also, thank you to you all special guests for joining us for this event. We're gathered together on this day, November 11th, to honor the men and women who have served and sacrificed for our country. It was on this day, over 100 years ago, an armistice was declared ending World War I. That day was commemorated as Armistice Day and honored only veterans of that war. Then, in 1954, after World War II and the Korean War, it was renamed Veterans Day to honor all veterans who served America in war and defended democracy. So, today we honor all of our veterans who unselfishly placed their lives on the line for our freedom. Those men and women were ordinary people until they heard the call of duty and answered it. They left their families, their homes, their lives, not for recognition or fame, or even the honor we best upon them today. Their service was to others. Their service was to you and I and future generations. At this time, David Lee and Shayna Prestigard will present the poem, Freedom by John Alton Robinson.
tomb of the unknown silver-haired crowns of our fathers.
From the shores of Tripoli, the Pacific's pearl green waters,
We wish to give a tribute, a four-star salute today.
for those who fought so bravely for our freedom and American way,
We take our rights for granted, but they were earned in blue-red blood and courage beyond the call of duty in France's cold, wet mud.
beginning with the revolution through Saudi Arabian's hands, men have fought and suffered and died on foreign lands.
So salute this Veterans Day and many more to come.
Through blood and guts and glory,
Our freedom has been won.
Thank you, David and Sheila. It's an honor to now introduce Blackville High School students and the Eagle Scouts. Ben Fredrickson, Conrad Osborne, Lucas Adrian, and Zaid Plum, who will be sharing with us the symbolism associated with the Vietnam-era service pins.
The Vietnam lapel pin is presented on behalf of a grateful nation to living United States veterans who served on active duty in the United States Armed Forces at any time during the period of November 1st, 1955 to May 15th, 1975, regardless of location of service. Each veteran is eligible to receive one lapel pin.
Symbolism. Eagle. The eagle represents courage, honor, and dedicated service to our nation. As one of the most recognizable and notable American symbols, it is emblazoned with a distinction on numerous military insignia. Blue circle. The blue circle matches the canton of the American flag and signifies vigilance, perseverance, and justice. The circle's shape and blue color also match the official seal of the commemoration.
The laurel wreath. A time-honored symbol represents victory, integrity, and strength. Stripes. The stripes behind the eagle represent the American flag.
Stars. The 6 stars represent the 6 allies who served, sacrificed, and fought alongside one another. Australia, New Zealand, the Philippines, the Republic of Korea, Thailand, and the United States. Message. A grateful nation thanks and honors you. It is imposed on the back closest to the heart of the wearer. Also, the official name of the commemoration is included to remind each veteran that this is a national initiative, and this lapel pin is the nation's lasting memento of thanks.
Thank you. And at this time, with those service members receiving a pin, please come forward. Mrs. Fairchild, on behalf of the Fort Corford Chapter of Daughters of the American Revolution, will be presenting the Vietnam service pin.
So anyone that served between November 1st, 1955 to May 15th, 1975, regardless of location of service, we would like to recognize all of you today.
For your information, when we greeted them after we gave them the pin, the first thing we said was, "Welcome home," because so many of them had not been welcomed home. They had a difficult time when they came back. So again, welcome home, gentlemen, and thank you for your service. As the Wisconsin State Vice Regent, National Society Daughters of the American Revolution, it is an honor for me today to be able to award a DAR Distinguished Citizen Medal of Honor on behalf of the Fort Crawford Chapter, National Society Daughters of the American Revolution. The DAR Distinguished Citizen Medal was introduced in 2013 and is awarded for recognition of citizens 18 years and older and groups who have contributed to the defense and/or security and thereby the freedom of the community, the state, or the nation. This award is presented to emergency first responders, emergency health responders, active duty military, veterans of the United States Armed Forces, and individuals who fulfill the qualities of honor, service, courage, leadership, and patriotism. Mrs. Fairchild, will you please give us the background of today's recipient?
Thank you, Ms. Cohen. Today's recipient grew up near Platteville and later graduated from the University of Wisconsin-Platteville in 1966 with a history degree. His plans to continue for his master's degree in teaching were interrupted only 2 weeks into this degree. He was drafted into the Army and served his country in Saigon as a transportation commander. His daily view in his office were the soldiers' names that were killed. Ritualistically, each day he read those names out loud and continues to think about those 10,000 soldiers that never made it home. Upon returning home to Wisconsin, he finished his Master of Arts degree in teaching history. His teaching career was short-lived due to his real passion. A partnership with Art Virtue set him on to a career in the field of photography. In Southwest Wisconsin, Tischer Photography was the place every senior went for their photos, schools hired them for their yearbooks, and wedding parties enjoyed lasting memories. Gary was truly a gifted artist, capturing just the right personality for every photo. In addition to his military life, Gary has served as president for each of the following organizations: the Platteville Jaycees, Platteville Chamber of Commerce, Platteville School Board, the Wisconsin Professional Photographers Association, the UW-Platteville Foundation, and the Veterans Honor Roll Association. When not serving as a president, he has also served on the City of Platteville Water and Sewer Commission, the Foundation Board for Jameson Museum Association, and is also a member of the local VFW and American Legion posts. Gary describes himself as the luckiest man alive. He came home alive, married, raised a family, ran a successful business, and was able to give back to his community. The Veterans Honor Roll Association took his dream and saw to fruition the Veterans Monuments in Platteville City Park. He is so proud of his community and this park. Please welcome Gary Tischer.
It is my distinct honor and privilege to award the DAR Distinguished Citizens Medal of Honor to Mr. Tischer, a veteran. Thank you.
I thank you very much for honoring me with this award. I would also like to honor my comrades who take good care of me and keep me straight. And I'd like each of you that when you talk to a veteran and you thank them for your service, that's fine, but you can go even better and give them a hug. They like hugs. Thank you again.
Mr. Cody.
Thank you again, Gary, for your service to our country and our community. As we honor our veterans and remember their great deeds, let us also recognize those who continue to answer the call of service to our country. As some of you may know, our friend, part-time dance team member, and community resource officer, Josh Stowe, is a member of the United States Marine Corps and was deployed last year in service to our country. Officer Josh, would you please join me on the stage for a special recognition of your service to our school, our community, and our country? Like Gary has served our country and our community, Officer Josh, the plaque reads, "Thank you for serving our country, our community, and our school." And we do say thank you from the bottom of our hearts, Officer Josh. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Officer Josh, for all that you do for our school. Would everyone please join me in applauding Officer Josh's service not only to our community, but to our country once again, please. Thank you. When an individual serves in the military, their lives are changed forever. While the sacrifices of our veterans are the immediate focus of our attention, we also want to appreciate the impact that military life has on family members. The defense of freedom comes at a great cost to many. We would first like to honor any veterans in our audience today. Would all veterans please stand and accept our applause as a sign of our gratitude for your service, and please remain standing. Thank you, veterans. If you are the mother, father, son, brother, or sister of a veteran, please stand and remain standing. If you are a grandchild, niece, or nephew of a veteran, please stand and remain standing. The sacrifices made by our veterans are clearly sacrifices made by their families as well. Please join me in thanking our veterans and their families. At this time, please stand if you aren't already and remain standing as we observe a moment of silence followed by the retirement of the colors.
Color guard, take up your position. Retire the colors. Present, on. Cover the flags. Order, arms. Rifle squad, prepare to fire the salute. Present, arms. Bugler, sound the taps. Order, arms. Ready.
You may be seated. At this time, the Platteville High School Orchestra will play us out. The title of that piece was Point Lookout. It was a collection of Civil War songs. So thank you so much. Wonderful job. Thank you to everybody for joining us today, especially the wonderful guests that were a part of today's ceremony. We're so appreciative of your service and the time that you spent today to be a part of this ceremony. At this time, students are dismissed back to their pride time. Guests, please, on your way out, we do have a gift that the National Honor Society put together, a small card and a thank you. Have a wonderful day.